As you can see, we're back down by where we put the minnow trap in the water. We made a minnow trap yesterday using a plastic bottle and a few other things, and wanted to see if it was going to work. Trying to show you that you can use basically junk to survive. Let's take a look and see if we caught anything. As you can see, the trap's still in the water there. It did move a little bit, so I'm assuming the water probably moved it. I did notice the water is a little lower than it was yesterday. It was running pretty good yesterday, so let's take a look, see if we got anything. And it looks like there is one in there. So we did catch one from what I could see. I don't see any more besides that one. I'm going to go ahead and put it back in the water because all the water came out. I don't want the minnow to die. I'm probably going to end up releasing this minnow because I do not need it currently. But I just wanted to show you that it does work. I'll probably take the minnow out and put the minnow trap back in and see if maybe we can catch a couple more just to see how well it'll work. But that is about 24 hours it's been sitting in there. Well, I'm back. I released the minnow back into the water and I moved the trap back out farther. So it's in a little bit deeper water. Still slow moving under there and it's still tied to the rebar. And we'll come back tomorrow and check to see if maybe we caught some more. And if we caught enough, I will show you how you can transfer them into a bucket and keep them alive. As you can see, I'm back down to the river for the second day to check the minnow trap. So it has been 48 hours since we first made this trap and put it in the water. The first day you saw that we caught a minnow. I released it and I put it back in to try to catch some more. So let's see if we have any in there today. I do not see any in there today. So, looks like we didn't get any today. But, you don't always catch them. We got lucky the first day. And that could have been used for bait and may have caught you a bigger fish. So, I also want to talk about how you can keep minnows. You collect your minnows out of the trap and such. This is obviously very basic. All you'd have to do is cut the zip ties and then you could just dump them in your bucket or whatever. I did bring down my minnow bucket that I have to show you just dumping them out. And also I wanted to touch on using the water that they come out of because they're used to living in that water and at that temperature. Because like here right now, it's cooler temperatures, the water's cooled off, and so the fish are adapted to that temperature. So if you put them in too warm or too cold of water, it could kill them. So you always want to think about that when you're doing it. There's another way you can keep minnows actually right at the river. Say you live right next to the river, you're right next to the river and you're going to be for a couple days. You could take a 5-gallon pail, drill some small holes in it, and actually either weigh it down or whatever and put it in the water and have a cover on it. And you could put your minnows in there and keep them for however long you need to in the water, because there'll be always flowing water through it because you drilled the holes. So they'll have good amount of oxygen and everything. So I was walking out from checking the minnow trap down there. And I was thinking that I've been walking this beach quite a bit. My house is right behind me pretty much. So I've always kind of scoured along. I found old bottles. I found all sorts of stuff. I also found a lot of metal. This here is a piece of a car. It is a front end to a car. I've heard stories way back when that they buried a bunch of Model A's and Model T's here to build these banks up so they would hold up good. So there's a bunch of car pieces down here. There's a bunch of rebar from the bridges and such. And I've always wanted to learn how to blacksmith. It is one thing I've never done. It's something I've always wanted to do and just haven't found the time to do it. So if there's anybody within U.S. freedom fighters or anywhere in the United States that wants to make a video and send it to me, on blacksmithing. It can be anything to do with blacksmithing. You could teach us how to build forges. You could teach us how to make knives. All sorts of things I would love to learn. So if there's anybody that wants to make a video and send it to me, or wants to work with me and we can put it on U.S. Freedom Fighters YouTube, please do. And God bless, and I hope you all have a good day.